Can you believe I made this entirely out of plywood? Today on Ricksaw, I'm going to show you how I've made this out of plywood, and I'm going to give you a cut list to do it yourself. So what is this? This is a toddler tower or kitchen helper tower. You've probably seen them on Amazon or Etsy. They sell for upwards of $100 to $200. I've actually made a couple of these in my life, some out of plywood, but some also out of hardwood. And you can follow the exact same instructions I'm going to give you today to make these out of any material you like. They're simple to make, fun for the kids, and you can use them as adults to reach up high places. For example, if I need to get something on the top of my workshop, I can stand up here and grab whatever I need to. This toddler tower is versatile. It can do whatever you need it to. Need to reach a high spot that you just can't reach? Don't have a step stool? Grab yourself a toddler tower. Looks great in a kitchen, takes up little space. Store it in your food pantry to reach those very top shelf items that you don't want the kids to reach. Maybe you're hiding some chocolate up there, who knows? But a toddler tower is going to come in handy, and it's not just for toddlers. All right, what you're gonna need for this build is a sheet of plywood. In fact, you can get away with actually a half a sheet of plywood. What I used is a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood, and the reason I chose plywood is because it is stable and it's easy to work with, already has flat sides, and you can cut it with almost anything. All right, what I've done to make this is you can use a table saw or a Craig rip cut to rip all your strips. And I'm going to walk you through all the different measurements and everything you need to know to build this yourself. Okay, so let's go through that. On screen, I'm going to go ahead and show a cut list. You can pause the video here and take a screenshot if you like, but this cut list is everything you need to build this yourself, all right? Now, on the other side of this toddler tower or kitchen helper tower, I have all the components labeled, and I'm going to walk you through those right now. Okay, so in order to build this yourself, you're going to want to know the measurements of each of these different areas, okay? So, labeled as A, these are the vertical uprights that are going to create the structure for the toddler tower. This is going to be the weight-bearing component where the steps are going to apply to, okay? So, letter A is 32 by 3 inches, and you're going to need 4 of these, okay? B is your horizontal components that connect for the base to the bottom of the vertical uprights, and you're going to need 4 of these. They are 20 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. C is going to connect between your two 20-inch pieces, and this is going to give a vertical support for the weight on this first step. Those are 4.375 inches by 1.5. Okay, they're going to fit between the two here. All right, so what does that mean? That means the distance between the bottom of this and the bottom of this, or the top of the bottom 20-inch piece, letter B, and the bottom of this are 4.375. Okay, that's letter C. D is on the front side. D is going to go in between your two letter B's and basically connect them and create this nice box structure. Okay, you're going to need 2 of those. All right, E is your first step right here. E is 13.75 by 9 inches. Okay, 13.75 by 9. That is going to be your first step. And for this, what I've done is I've taken a roundover bit and just created a roundover and then stained it with a Minwax finish to make the contrast of the gray paint and the brown dark stain really complements this, I think. All right, F. F is your second step on top here. So a roundover in the front, and that is 13.75 inches by 10.25 deep. Okay, So 10.25, that is going to be the distance between each side of letter A. So 10.25, that is the same width of your step, or depth of your step. Okay, letter G is going to be your front step piece. Okay. And you'll need 2 of these. Letter G is 13.75 by 1.5. Okay, and that's just going to add some depth to your step and also some rigidity. And then you're going to complement that with letter J on the inside to add even more structure. All right. All right. Moving over to H. H is going to be your top runner, 1.5 by 15.25, and that is basically going to close out the top. So you're going to wrap H around your uprights. You're going to wrap them around letter A. All right. And then I, you're going to complement that with another piece to wrap it around. All right. And you'll need 2 of these and 2 of these. All right. So this toddler towel is going to be a little bit different, where I've removed one of letter H's. I've cut it basically and then refinished it, because as my kids got older, it was difficult for them to climb under this piece. And so I just removed it, cut it off, and made it so that they could just easily step up like a normal step stool, basically. All right. And that's pretty much it for this build. I finished it with a couple different things here. So I Minwax stain on the plywood, looks really good. And then a primer and paint, and then I put a clear coat satin finish on it. And it's gotten some wear and tear, but it's holding up really good. And everything is just Craig pocket hold together. So I can show you on the inside here. So you'll see some Craig pocket holes here. They're not pocket holes, they're just the Craig screws plugged in. I'll get you a close-up of those. And within here, they're just Craig screws holding the stool or the step portion to the frame of the toddler tower. All right, so that's pretty much it today. Again, I will have the cut list using OptiCut up on screen. Okay, feel free to grab a screen grab of that if you want to build it yourself. And go ahead and reference this video for the step-by-step instructions on how to assemble it. What I like to do is I like to create the uprights first, followed by the letter B's connected. Okay, create a template for those on each side, create a mirror image of it, and then put it all together. Cut my steps, get my dimensions secure, and go from there. So hope you all enjoyed this. Happy building. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was a different style, just walking you through the cut list and how the pieces marry up. And you can always reference this video if you want to build one yourself. Have a good one.